Alright, what's going on, guys? This is Young Link Jr. So, Chris Rock's brother, not Tony Rock, Kenny Rock. Now, Kenny Rock is a comedian and also an entrepreneur. He said he wants Will Smith's Oscars to be revoked, and he's not accepting his apology. Now, like many other people, Oscar night, Kenny Rock, he watched what happened to his brother, man. And watching his brother being assaulted. They said he was like in Brooklyn somewhere in the train, A train, to go to a certain place and destination. And, when he first heard about this, he thought it was a stage. He thought it was staged, thought it was fake because, you're in a room full of actors. And at the end of the day, why was someone of all places at a ceremony assault someone on stage? But he watched it 20 times. He realized, after that first time, he knew it was real when Will Smith began to curse. So when he started to curse, he was like, okay, this is the real deal. This is not staged. This is completely real. And he said, he eats him. And this is how quote. He said, eats at me watching it over and over again because you've seen a loved one being attacked, and there's nothing you can do about it. Kenny Rock told the Times in an interview, Los Angeles Times, every time I'm watching the videos, it's like a redemption that just keeps going over and over in my head. My brother was no threat to him, and you just had no respect for him at that moment. You just belittled him in front of millions of people that watched the show. In the wake of the incident, Kenny Rock said he would like the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences to take disciplinary action against Smith, including taking away his lead actor Academy Award for his performance in King Richard and bar from his attending future Oscars. Actually, when I was reading this article too, they said about April 18th they're going to go ahead and proceed more with disciplinary actions on Smith. But Smith has faced monetary scrutiny since the extraordinary March 27th confrontation during the 94th Academy Awards at the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. After Rock made a joke comparing her hairstyle of Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, to Demi Moore's buzz cut in 1997 G.I. Jane, Smith got off his seat, walked onto the stage, and slapped Rock in the face. Some have called the joke insensitive because Pinkett Smith had talked about her struggles with a hair loss caused by alopecia, even though in her videos previously, before the Oscars, she was in good spirits. She was confident in her hair. She said she didn't really care about what people think. It's what it is. And, after Will Smith slapped him, it was another angle from a TikToker. You can see her laughing hysterically. It was just crazy. Maybe because, she felt a little bit better that Chris Rock was humiliated, on stage. But the joke was funny, Kenny Rock said. It wasn't hilarious funny. But I know that if we knew that she had alopecia, he wouldn't make a joke about that. Right. I don't know everybody, issues. And Chris Rock, I'm pretty sure he didn't know. Even though he'd been friends with Will Smith since the 80s, 90s. He don't know anything about the alopecia. And if he did, he still didn't deserve to get slapped. So that's what we're getting at. Another person close to Rock who was not authorized to comment also said the comedian did not know that Pinkett Smith had alopecia prior to the slapping incident. After slapping Rock, Smith stayed at the ceremony and accepted his lead actor Oscar less than an hour later. During his acceptance speech, Smith tearfully apologized to the Academy and his fellow nominees for his actions, but not to Rock. I might have looked at it differently had he initially apologized when he got on the stage and cried and accepting the award, but he didn't. So right there, that tells me that it's something else, Kenny Rock said. Well, Smith didn't even mention Rock yet. He didn't even mention Rock in the apology. He mentioned the Oscars in the Academy. But he did, I think later on, he did reach out to him in an Instagram statement, but he didn't call him personally. Kenny Rock said he does not accept Smith's apology, and to his knowledge, Smith has not personally reached out to him or his family. No, I don't accept it because I don't think it was genuine, Kenny Rock said. I think his publicists and his people that work under him probably advised him to do that. Smith publicist did not immediately return the request for comment. The 42-year-old actor is one of Chris Rock's 6 living siblings. Half-brother Charles died in 2006, according to E! News. Several of his siblings have railed behind their brother, either by speaking out on what happened or through their reactions on social media. Last week, comedian Tony Rock also said on Twitter he did not accept Smith's apology. Yeah. So, getting back when I said Kenny Rock said he first heard about the slapping incident as he was riding the A train in Brooklyn. His friend was trying to reach him to ask him where he was and whether he had seen what happened, but the signal was not clear on the train. Wow. Since then, he's seen the video of the slap more than 20 times. Kenny Rock said Smith and his brother have known each other since the late 80s. Yeah. The organization plans to move on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He said, the last quote I'm going to read by Kenny Rock, he said, he belittled my brother. He had no respect for him, Kenny Rock said. In my opinion, he embarrassed himself by doing that and his legacy by doing that. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with this. It's going to be very difficult for Will Smith, to go ahead and recover from this. A lot of movies are being halted in this particular moment, and it's not so much you can really do. Even in the words and apologies, it's just not being accepted by his siblings, man, because he don't seem genuine. And I can't blame him. Y'all crying, you just care about the award, and then too, on top of that, you up here partying after, at the after party, like everything is all good. And then get this too, Jada Pinkett Smith said she didn't even want his protection. So it's just like, you calling yourself being big and bad and honoring, trying to protect your wife's honor, but she don't even honor you, especially with this entanglement she had with August Alsina. But it is what it is. If I get more information, like I said, I promise you guys I'm gonna go ahead and make more videos about it. But you can't really blame Chris Rock. He didn't know nothing about the alopecia. He don't know everyone's particular story, like their personal story like that. He don't live with them. Like, he's just a comedian. He was doing his job. And plus, the joke was like it wasn't even hilarious like that. It was just okay. It's like a little chuckle and keep it moving. But it is what it is, man. She would have been better off cracking jokes on him. Well, Will Smith would get up on the mic and crack jokes on Chris Rock. Would have had a great time. But he took it to that edge though. But it's actually, I'm glad that Kenny Rock and his other siblings are speaking out on this, man. They utilizing their voice and pressuring the Academy to do something about this too. You cannot let this slide in so many ways, man. So that's all we have to say. Kudos to like Kenny Rock for speaking up for his brother, and it's glad that at least his family is in his corner too. But this is all I have to say. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. You guys continue to support the channel, man. I'm out. Deuces.